From Japanese fields of war where the lingering spirits of soldiers long since deceased have been sighted roaming, to Peruvian expanses whose bounds are inhabited by the chilling ghosts of those who fought and died for their nation's very independence. Phantom gunshots, spectral orbs, and inexplicable electrical malfunctions await on this list of some of the world's most haunted battlefields. Let's stir things up with Number 5. Thermopylae. Thermopylae, situated in Greece, is a legendary battlefield that holds a storied history of valor and sacrifice. The Battle of Thermopylae is one of the most iconic clashes in ancient history. In 480 BCE, a vastly outnumbered Greek force led by King Leonidas I of Sparta confronted the Persian army, which was commanded by King Xerxes I. The narrow pass of Thermopylae, flanked by cliffs and the sea, allowed the Greeks to exploit their smaller numbers to stall the Persian advance. Impressively and iconically, the battle saw approximately 20 to 25,000 Persian casualties compared to the few thousand Greek losses. While the Greeks eventually succumbed due to the Persians' flanking maneuver, their resistance inspired subsequent battles and became a symbol of courage. The echoes of the Battle of Thermopylae have lingered throughout the centuries, giving rise to tales of spectral soldiers and ethereal echoes. And visitors to the site have reported sensing a somber atmosphere near the battlefield and hearing faint whispers carried by the wind, with some claiming to have glimpsed phantom soldiers dressed in ancient armor walking the paths of the pass. In one particularly haunting account, a group of tourists claimed to have seen a faint apparition of a warrior holding a spear positioned as if in defense. This figure seemed to fade away as quickly as it first appeared, leaving an air of mystique in its wake. Whether these experiences are echoes of the past, the manifestation of collective memory, or genuine interactions with the spirits of fallen warriors, they contribute to the enduring legacy of Thermopylae as a place where history and the supernatural intersect and preserve the memory of the Spartans' legendary last stand against impossible odds. Number 4. Sekigahara. Sekigahara, located in Japan, is the site of a historic battle that shaped the course of Japan's history as a whole. The Battle of Sekigahara was a pivotal conflict that marked the end of Japan's warring states period. Two factions, led by the Tokugawa Ieyasu and the Ashita Mitsunari, clashed in a bid for power and control over the country. Incidentally, this battle's outcome solidified Tokugawa's dominance, while paving the way for the establishment of the Tokugawa shogunate. The exact casualty numbers vary, but it's estimated that tens of thousands of soldiers participated, resulting in thousands of deaths. Eventually, the Tokugawa forces emerged victorious, securing a new era for Japan. Notably, the battle's impact has left a lasting mark on the landscape of Sekigahara, giving rise to tales of paranormal phenomena, and both visitors and locals alike have reported hearing the distant sounds of battle drums and the faint clashing of swords during the stillness of the night, with some claiming to have witnessed spectral warriors moving across the battlefield, reenacting the events of the past. In one intriguing account, a group of tourists described a chilling encounter with what appeared to be a procession of ghostly soldiers. These figures, dressed in traditional armor, moved in eerie silence before fading away, leaving behind an aura of historical significance. Whether these experiences are the lingering echoes of a tumultuous past, the embodiment of the battlefield's energy, or genuine interactions with the spirits of warriors, they add depth to the history of Sekigahara and its enduring impact. Number 3. Spionkop. Spionkop, situated in South Africa, is a battlefield that witnessed a fierce clash during the Anglo-Boer War. The Battle of Spionkop was a pivotal engagement between British and Boer forces during the Anglo-Boer War, during which the British sought to break the Boer siege on Ladysmith, leading to a bloody struggle on the slopes of Spionkop. Incidentally, this battle ended inconclusively, but its brutality left an indelible mark on history. The battle resulted in hundreds of casualties on both sides, and though exact numbers vary, the heavy loss of life underscored the intensity of the conflict. The haunting echoes of the Battle of Spionkop have lingered, giving rise to tales of the supernatural, and visitors to the site have reported hearing the phantom sounds of battle, gunshots shouting and the clamor of war emanating from the area, with some claiming to have seen apparitions of soldiers dressed in uniforms from the time of the conflict, as if reenacting events of the past. In one chilling account, a group of tourists described witnessing a spectral figure atop the hill, gazing out as if overseeing the battlefield. Subsequently, this figure seemed to dissolve right into the air, leaving behind an unsettling feeling of connection with the past. Whether these encounters can be attributed to the intense emotional energy imprinted on the land, to the ghosts of fallen soldiers, or to the residual echoes of history, they contribute to the haunting aura of Spionkop as a place where the scars of battle transcend time. Number 2. Ayakucho. Ayakucho, located in Peru, is the site of a historic battle that heavily contributed to the nation's independence. The Battle of Ayakucho marked a decisive engagement in Peru's struggle for independence from Spanish colonial rule. The joint forces of South American patriots, led by Antonio José de Sucre, confronted the Spanish royalists, commanded by José de la Serna, and the battle's outcome secured Peru's liberation and marked a turning point in the broader struggle for South American independence. Notably, this fight resulted in thousands of casualties, with estimates of around 3,000 royalist soldiers killed, captured, or wounded, with the patriots suffering fewer losses, solidifying their victory. The echoes of the Battle of Ayakucho have left an indelible mark on the region, giving rise to tales of the supernatural, and both visitors and locals have reported hearing the distant sounds of battle drums echoing across the landscape during quiet moments, with some even claiming to have seen ethereal figures dressed in military uniforms moving along the ridges and battlefields, seemingly locked in eternal combat. In one eerie account, a group of tourists recounted a surreal experience during their visit to Ayakucho. As they explored the battlefield, they claimed to have heard the faint echoes of battle cries and musket fire, as if the clash of swords and the thunder of cannon fire were reverberating through time. This encounter left them awestruck and contemplative about the historical significance of the site. Whether these encounters are manifestations of energy imprinted by the fervent struggle for independence, the restless spirits of fallen soldiers, or the collective memory of a nation's defining moment, they contribute to the enduring legacy of Ayakucho as a place where history and the supernatural intertwine. Number 1. Gettysburg. Gettysburg, situated in Pennsylvania, in the United States of America, is a hauntingly significant battlefield that bore witness to the bloodiest battle of the American Civil War. The Battle of Gettysburg is a landmark event in American history, representing a turning point in the Civil War, during which Union and Confederate forces clashed in a series of engagements over 3 days, resulting in a devastating toll of lives lost. The battle's impact extended far beyond its military significance, as President Abraham Lincoln's subsequent Gettysburg Address emphasized the importance of preserving a united nation. Incidentally, the battle left an estimated 51,000 casualties, dead, wounded, and missing, making it one of the bloodiest times of the Civil War, with the loss of life and scale of suffering profound. The weight of the Battle of Gettysburg's history has left a lasting imprint on the landscape, giving rise to tales of the paranormal, and visitors, historians, and paranormal enthusiasts alike have reported a wide array of inexplicable phenomena on the battlefield. The sight of ghostly apparitions dressed in Civil War-era uniforms has frequently been reported. These spectral figures are often described as moving silently across the fields, as if they are reliving the moments of the battle, and phantom artillery fire and the distant sounds of marching have also been documented, carrying on the breeze during quiet nights. One particularly poignant legend involves the Phantom Regiment, where witnesses have claimed to observe a spectral reenactment of a doomed charge that includes the sounds of spectral bugles and drums that add an eerie dimension to this haunting phenomenon. Electronic devices, such as cameras and radios, have been known to malfunction in certain areas of the battlefield, adding to its enigma, and visitors have reported sudden temperature drops even during warm weather, as if an unseen presence is passing by. In one chilling account, a family touring the battlefield described capturing eerie EVP recordings, a disembodied voice uttering phrases evocative of the Civil War era. Whether these encounters are manifestations of residual energy from the harrowing events of the past, the tormented spirits of fallen soldiers, or the intersection of history and the supernatural, they contribute to the enduring fascination and reverence surrounding Gettysburg, a place where the echoes of the nation's turmoil continue to resonate through time. The haunting whispers and ethereal phenomena that traverse these battlefields serve as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices, struggles, and legacies left behind by those who once fought on these hallowed grounds. Thanks for joining me on this list of some of the world's most haunted battlefields. If you enjoyed hearing my histories and ghost stories, subscribe to my channel, like this upload, and share me with anyone you feel could use a good scare. I'll catch you all next time.